Gotcha. Okay.
But
So you got to sit back a little bit. All right. That's not a problem.
I don't think on open houses they're going to be too crazy on Sundays driving around anyone from the county or city picking them up.
That's usually the pattern.
I wouldn't trust
Now, well,
I put them out Sunday, this past Sunday, right on 2 of them, right on 13, like a foot off the road, and nobody touched them. I wouldn't expect anyone to on a Sunday afternoon.
let me suggest this. If you guys are good citizens with this, in other words, get out there early Sunday morning, ask everybody that you're putting signs on their property if it's okay. You with me? Knock on every door. There's going to be somebody on a corner lot who has had to see signs just outside their yard for years, and no one has ever knocked on the door and asked them if they cared. So you be that person, and that opens the door, and then pick them up immediately after the open house. Okay? So if you do that, quite often we see, because most places have ordinances like that. Almost every township and community has an ordinance about setback and all that kind of stuff. The amount of enforcement is relative to the complaints by homeowners in the area about the signs around. So if you get them up and get them down, it'll minimize the complaints and you should be off to the races. Okay? All right. Some are even more restrictive, some places. So feel good if that's your only job. What is the fine, by the way? $25 per sign?
I don't know, I only had one, so I don't know.
Oh, I think they also keep the sign.
No, you can get it back for an additional 15.
Cost you 10 to make, so.
The hands I knew we didn't need the red, white, and blue ones anymore. I just told them to keep it.
Yeah, he'll go out for the next week and use up all those signs. It doesn't matter. That's good. Okay. All right. So beware the signs. At least 2 balloons on every sign. Balloons say now. All right.
Yeah.
Now, helium. There's going to be a helium tank in here. Okay. All right. Which is fun for a lot of reasons. Talk funny. But occasionally, artificial helium restrictions go into play. Did you experience that 3 years ago? We're using helium 3 years ago when they created the false scarcity. You may have gone right through it. If you didn't, there's about 8 or 9 month period of time when it was they created this false. Well, anyway, whatever. During that, a lot of people went away from helium just to air, and we do have these wire things called stand-a-balloon that it's a metal wire that hooks down and it holds the balloon up. It doesn't give as much movement, as the helium does, but it can. It's a stopgap if you ever run into that. Okay. The other thing we're concerned that we have to give attention to is more townships are putting restrictions on balloons because of the environmental impact of the balloons floating around and the rubber being around. And I understand that. I'm good with that. So apparently there's some biodegradable balloons coming out. So we're going to get that whole problem solved. I'm telling you, Jim was the one that went out there and said, we got to go find some damn biodegradable. What? He ain't going to give up on
balloons, yeah. Balloons
open house. No, we're going to give up on open house. And for you to do effective open house, you got to have what? Balloons on the side.
I would agree.
Okay, all right. Okay, so 2 balloons, signs in the front yard or porch will attract and make more neighbors take note, right? I used to keep those a couple of ropes of those triangular flags like car dealers use. And I had a couple, I never had a dog, but I had those screws you put in the ground to hold a leash. You know what I'm talking about? And so I'd have a couple of those put in the front yard, and I'd go up the second floor and slam the window shut on the end of the, to hold it, or I'd find the nail left from the Christmas lights, and tie it up there, just to attract attention. People driving down, as much attention you attract, they're driving down this street, and your open house is eight house, doors down. Well, they can see it then. Okay, and they're coming down. Okay. Attract a lot of attention. Signs everywhere. See this? So we're having open houses here. Well, where is the open house? Here it is. And we got signs everywhere, directing people to it. See there? Through the blue. Okay?
Is that Jingle Bells?
I'm sorry?
That's Jingle Bells.
Is that Jingle Bells?
No, it was just the vibration of it.
It was to the rhythm. It was to the rhythm of Jingle Bells.
I thought it was.
Okay. If unable to use signs, stats, movies, reports, card, we talked about. Okay. Ask neighbors' permission. We talked about that. Consider buying your own open house signs to promote yourself. Perhaps you could, if the office will allow that, to have your name on open house signs. 5 senses, sight, signs, of course. Curb appeal, look at the home, front entrance, use potted plants or decor. Inside a home, do your best to stage it. Marketing display, seating area. I'm going to give you some checklists and materials at the end of this day that's going to support all this stuff. Turn on lights and open blinds, curtains. This is open house 101, right?
Yep.
Make it light. Decorate inside with balloons if you choose. Take a few more, bring them inside. Put them around your guest register, okay? We're making an event out of this thing. Smell. Ensure the home smells fresh. Open windows, bake cookies, hot cider. I don't know about giving away food at open houses. It seems to be an unnecessary thing in my view. I would always carry around a bottle of vanilla and some aluminum foil. Anybody know what to do with that? Make a little cup out of the aluminum foil, a little thumb-sized cup. Put about a teaspoon of vanilla in it and put it in the oven on about 200. It'll smell beautiful. Smell like cookies or bacon and all that olfactory stimulus that gives people, they'll get it without having to do the cookies, okay? So if you like cookies, bake cookies. So touch, comfortable temperature, things to hold on and carry, so we're gonna give them some leave behinds perhaps, some magnets or whatever, pins they can tactfully fill with as they're walking around. Sound, have an appropriate music. I would, what is appropriate music? Elevator music, thank you. And generic, nondescript, no words if possible. Everybody's offended by something, isn't that just ridiculous? And somebody will be offended by the elevator music. So a sporting event, I don't know about that. We're gonna take that advice out of there. That just doesn't make sense to me. What, you wanna stand around with prospects and watch a football game in their house? Who wants that to happen? No. Bottled water, other stuff like that, candy, cookies, maybe. Okay, so prepping, let's review the open house timeline checklist. Let me get it for you. Okay. This will only take a second. Do y'all need a break? What time is it? Like a 5-minute break, and let me pull some stuff together, okay? Take a pee break, and we'll be right back. 5 minutes. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Me too.
Yeah, these are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Da-dee-da.
Again.
Hi.
How are you?
I need to.
Yep. Okay, here's all of that. Handout form. Okay, here's all the PowerPoint and handout form here we're looking at. So much paper. Thank you. And I've got more if that's not enough. Tell you what, why don't we, until we come back, we'll just put that over there, and then we won't have it.
Thank you.
All right. Good to meet you, glad you're here. I got them locked up, or
My husband and I are looking forward to playing golf with you.
Yeah, should be a good time. I'm terrible.
So am I. So is my husband. My husband's okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad, so we'll see.
And he's actually.
Oh, not yet, not yet. I'm gonna, let's see, what,
Oh,
you
talked
you
to him
have
about
that?
experience.
Okay, good, okay.
That's cool.
And then you got the open house that we just gave.
What's he doing now?
Yep.
Okay,
He's in transition right now.
Oh, okay.
Different careers.
I'm gonna hand those out later. You're gonna get one of all these.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, we could really crap it up out there, I'm sure, with the kind of talent that I have.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, well, I don't think that, I'm glad that I'm on a team where like doesn't seem like anybody's a real golfer.
No.
Because we're just gonna go out and
We're
have
just
fun.
exactly.
There's
that's what
nobody
it's
like,
about.
There you go.
you get that one guy.
A realtor event.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You get that one person who's like serious about it and taking it way too far. And
Yeah.
sucks all the fun out of it, you know?
Well, They'll be there, just not on
Yeah.
the team.
Yeah, exactly. That's okay if they're there, as long as they're not on our team. 'Cause I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why I was upfront with Robin right from the door. Like, listen, I'll play, but only for the beer.
Did you get one of
You
these?
know,
No.
it's gonna be a good opportunity to get out and cut loose,
Yeah.
have some fun.
Hey Ken, how are ya? We're very, yeah, we really do. Very exciting, very exciting.
Hey Trisha, how are you? Good. The only thing I'm not certain about is the carpet in the basement, so I'll find out about that and get back to you later today. Right, I don't believe they want to take it, but I want to double check, just to make sure. But yeah, no, it's literally pieces just cut. I mean, it's not one solid piece. Exactly. Exactly. So I'll find out and I'll get back to you. I am in training today, so I'll probably get back to you later this afternoon. Thanks so much. Bye.
Well, I'm in a travel mode here. I'm gonna be home 4 days in the next 3 months.
Wow.
Oh,
I don't envy you.
It gets backed up. Well, it's, you know, it's because we're busy again, so it's a good thing.
Yeah, it is a good
We're
thing.
selling franchises all over the country, so we got
Yeah.
tons of work, and we get into the cycle 3 times a year where I do management seminars all over the country, different locations, so we're going into that cycle, you know, so we got everything in the world. It's great though.
It's good that you're busy. Just,
Oh, hell yeah, and Jim's still so committed, I mean, just, you know,
I'm excited.
it's awesome, man. I've stayed excited for 13 years.
Right.
Well, I was a little depressed for the first couple of years of that recession. Well, no, the third and fourth years of the recession were kind of, God damn, this is going on too long.
It's lingered too long. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that was the third one. I've been through 2 real estate recessions, and they're, you know, not neat, tidy, 2-3-year-old, you know,
Yeah.
things, and
Yeah,
then
and get it done.
the market roars back. The weak realtors drop out, and it cleans up service, you know, and all that kind of stuff. But this one just went on.
Yeah, I think a lot of times that's all it really is just a reset. You know, things get so out of whack, and you just reset the entire thing. And
It's so
bring
funny
back
too, and
reality.
I remember the first one was the, well, in the 80s, the late 70s, 80s, was the S&L crisis. They came out of Texas, remember that? The savings and loan crisis.
Yep.
And that's what busted up, and I'm going, in my head after that was over, my naivete, my early young manness in business, I go, oh, good, we did that, and we won't have to worry about that again. That won't happen again.
Yeah.
Surely they'll put in regulations, make sure that won't work. Well, that won't happen again. Idiot. You know, and
History
then
tends
we
to
do it the
repeat
second
itself.
time. Yeah, well, and then, you know, have we done anything to course correct what caused this last one? Nothing.
Give the banks a bunch more money.
Nothing.
Nope.
We've got, you know, Dodd-Frank, some other stuff that's trying to, but it's
You
not.
can use that for everything.
It's not far
the
enough yet.
9/11 crisis, and, you know, people now want everything eased up because they think it's all gone away. American public
Did
like
you see him?
Buffalo, man,
Did you see Bernie? Did you see Bernie yesterday announcing for president? Bernie Sanders?
I know.
I like Bernie Sanders, man. I'll confess, I'm a lefty, liberal political person, but I like Bernie Sanders. I want us to have a woman president, bad. I do.
Really?
Sure I do. world needs to be equaled out. We're too Yankee. And so, which is, you know, it would push me to Hillary, but
I will not vote for him.
I'm gonna, well, against the, it would be hard for me. I voted for one Republican in my life. It would be hard. It would be hard for me. But just based on policy, you know, to vote for the Republican, but I'm gonna, if something doesn't happen, I'm gonna gag and pull the lever for Hillary. You know what, in reality, a lot of what Bill, the reason for the last real estate challenge, sitting on Bill Clinton's shoulders. During his presidency was when he was, you know, saying, you know, leave those guys alone over there, they're fine, you know, and all that. Took all that banking money.
Didn't you say yesterday that our password for Wyckoff One should work for Wyckoff University?
Yes.
Same user ID
Should,
password.
yes.
That's
I
even
think-
if I set one up because it's not working.
Okay, well then,
Or is that talking about the original password?
Hi Shirley, it's Barb. I'm just
That
touching base with
first
you.
class
I
stuff.
have not.
we have moved into an area where I should not be answering the question. Because I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, I did. Yeah, tomorrow, absolutely. The all things virtual, you're gonna have the experts on the phone with you tomorrow for that stuff. I apologize, I've jumped out.
I like
See,
that.
trying to be, yeah, it's a webinar, they're talking, and
Oh, really?
they'll be able to hear you if you wanna talk to them, so you can ask questions. Yeah.
So I
Howard,
will
are
keep
you
you
having
posted.
trouble
I've
getting
been
on
in
to the
contact also with
website?
Steven.
I'm on Wyckoff One, but I can't get into university.
Oh, okay, okay.
I
Request.
thought it was the same password, maybe it's not, I don't know.
Gave
And
me
it might be
information
the
this
one that
morning,
first class
so,
set up and
that's
not the one
moving
right,
along.
right,
So
right.
Okay.
once we get the home
It might
inspection
not
done,
replicate once I
we'll be
change
good.
it.
So I will keep you
Gotcha.
posted and let you know something as soon as possible. I'm in the training today till now.
Righto,
12
righto.
noon. But if you need me, just give me a call. Thanks a lot. Have a good day, Charlotte. Bye-bye.
We got a checklist for everything. We got a checklist for our checklist. I just looked at a checklist for all of these checklists. to Make sure that I was
That you were checking your.
I was getting the right checklist out. You check.
Direction to provide to the code.
Check.
He's not going to pay.
So yeah, it's race week up here this week. I wish I could stay over the weekend. I could go to the race.
We stay away from.
I haven't said-
My husband works and he's a paramedic, so.
I do get tickled when I think about here and Pocono. And when you get up this north, this ain't NASCAR people up here, really, you know. Except we are in the south, though, from what I understand.
Yeah.
So,
You have that. You have that.
yeah.
We offer 140. No gold fire.
Well, you know how NASCAR started.
Great contract. Cash sale.
Bootlegging.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. I got their contract.
The first 4 or 5 years of the first 4 or 5 years of actual NASCAR, it was actually had been on Wild World of Sports on TV. And a significant part of the chunk of the drivers, they were bootleggers. And that's what they made their living at when NASCAR just started.
We can't get you
In the kitchen, that was the technology, and it was actually a family that started it. I forget their name now, but they still own it. The family's like second or third generation. Yeah, they get those
That's why
old.
there's so much drinking at NASDAQ.
That's why you're still allowed to bring your own beer.
Right. Tradition.
And you would know who and this is, my dad would tell me that, see, you would know who the bootleggers were, 'cause
If you find something.
when they're not bootlegging, their cars were just jacked way up. They would put these big springs on, so when they loaded the trunk down, they would look normal. What about that? Okay, we're back, all right. Hey, what I gave you, let's plug this back in. Projector thing. What I gave you was an open house timeline and checklist. Let's take a look at it real quickly. This thing right here, everybody get this?
Yep.
Okay.
It's still on.
You don't have, you got more? We have more, I think, or no, I gave all of them. Okay,
I was holding it a pile today.
all right, okay, good. So, all right. Oh, I made a mess. I made a bad mess.
I got it.
Oh, well. Shucks. Feels cold anyway.
there. Got it.
But don't worry about it, wipe it or reflect it.
I'll keep you posted.